everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Bert and Burger podcast. We are your hosts, Bert and Burger. I'm Burger. The other guy is Bert, and we're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. Episode 279. That is right. That means Bert is officially 1 month behind on getting out the highlight clip. What's the...
It's so close.
What's the update on that, Birdie?
It's like actually so close.
Now, what does actually so close mean?
We right now have, in the 20-minute clip, half of it is edited. I mean, like, half of it has shit. So normally we shoot for, like, somewhere around there, because it's like, you know. So basically I just need to do subtitles and then, you know, maybe some more cute shit on the way and then send her. The thing is, I tend to get, like, a little carried away with some things, so I'm trying to, like, you know, it's hard to gauge it, because you really could do, like, a whole, you know, making fucking cinema for the whole ass thing, but you kind of got to pace yourself, I guess. Not pace, pacing.
Clip. It's not the entire thing.
Yeah, no, I've paced myself plenty, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, you paced too much, is what the issue was.
Yeah. But no, it's coming together. The thing, like, I hate
All
it.
I hear is it's not done.
No, it ain't done. But I always get anxious. I'm like, fuck, it's gonna be dog shit. It's gonna fucking suck. It's so bad. And then I look back and I see my folder with all, like, my saved screenshots, and it's just like fucking, like, it's fucked. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. No. There's some good stuff in there. So, no, it looks good. So,
yeah.
Next week, dude, I'm not saying anything. But if I have to edit on stream much more, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Yeah, no one likes it. Even you. But if I didn't force you to do that during streams, it would be so far behind. So
yeah, not ideal. But yeah. So
yeah, 1 month behind. And then next week will be 280, and then that's when we have to do our chunk of editing for
true
300. So
yes,
we're already starting to work on the next highlight clip by the time you are even not done with this one. Why don't you, like, when we sit down and do the 5 clips, why don't you start doing visuals for this?
I know, I've been thinking I should. The whole reason why I didn't before is because I'm like, oh, well, fucking, I do too much, and then I get to the end, and then it's, like, just gonna be fucking no edits. But, I mean, you can never have, you know.
Or there would be all edits. Yeah. Anything, it would be better.
Yeah, it's just, no, that's what it actually is. While I scratch myself, sorry, one moment. Yeah, no, it would be because of, if I had, like, fucking 30 minutes, we can only do 20-minute clip. I mean, then maybe we would just do fucking... Yeah, nah, there's no downside to this. Yeah, there's no downside to this.
You would just cut out some of the non-visual clips then, at that point, so...
Yeah, but, like, if we had 30 minutes of all edits...
You wouldn't do that.
That just wouldn't happen. Yeah.
Because you would literally have 10 minutes of highlights from 5 episodes, because you make 2-minute clips. So we have 5 of them. And then from those 10, we cut out the parts we don't like, which is most of the highlight clip. Usually you only walk away with a clip or 2 from one. And then you just do the visuals of those 5 clips that are worth that you know you can do something with. So out of 5 minutes of clips at that point, you would only have a minute or 2 of editing, and the other 3 would be no visuals. I don't know why you think you would have to do every fucking second as a visual. So
yeah, I know.
Why do you think you would do that? You won't. So irrelevant, non sequitur. So, couple of updates.
Yeah.
Personal updates here. We, because I don't want to talk about the podcast anymore because you're going to piss me off.
Okay, yeah. Fair.
And I want to have a nice episode today for a change. We just came back from our wedding venue where we went to the actual venue where all the magic's going to happen. And we got to see the venue all decked out. and they served us samples of the food that they'll be serving, and was that funny?
No, I was just thinking of how funny. It's not even funny. I'm so fucking stupid.
I would like to laugh, so clue
It's
me
like
in on
you
this
just-
joke that you heard.
I just get like these dumbass, like fucking like skit, like dumb shit over the top thoughts in my head sometimes about stuff. It's like you're sitting there and they just give you like course after course, and every time you take a bite, you just gag in your mouth and like pretend to like it, and you do like your gags. It's like, oh yeah, no, this will work.
Yeah, this is great.
Like, yeah, I love this.
Why
It's
do you
like that
think
one
I'd just
chick
gag at everything they
TikTok.
gave us?
Yeah. That one poor woman on TikTok, and the boyfriend comes in and just like starts gagging, and then she freaks out. Those videos are crazy.
Well, so anyways.
But yeah, continue. Sorry, I'm fucked.
So anyways,
so
they gave us some stuff to sample, and there were cupcakes, and then you got to try them, and then they were good, and then I got real sleepy because I don't eat a lot of sugar like this, so then I got so sleepy. And we had a bunch of other people there, like the DJs, the photographers, the decorators, the florists, stuff like that. So got to talk to a lot of people, and it was cool. But a couple of problems I had. First of all, they gave us 2 plates of food. And
okay.
I had one, and the significant other had another one. We were supposed to sample off of each other and eat our own. So it said we got to choose 2 meats that they would cater for us at the wedding, and like 2 sides and a vegetable. So you get to build your plate. And they have like 12 meats that you can choose from, and they served 4.
Okay, so you just have to use your imagination for the other 8.
What about the other 8? Yeah, that was my question.
What the fuck?
And they gave you like an actual plate of what, like 2 meats, 2 sides, and a veggie looks like. They gave you like a whole heaping full of plate. I'm like, you could have just gave me like a sample of everything. What the fuck is this? It's like what the honey said. She was like, well, maybe they didn't want to make all that food. And I'm like, they could have made, like if they had chicken, they could have made a piece of chicken and then cut that up in strips, and then there's 8 people right there.
Yeah.
Like, we're sampling this. We're just trying to see if we like it. We didn't have to have like
a proper 3-course meal.
Yeah, no, like, you could have just, led me into it. So we tried 4 out of the 12. Same thing with the sides. So a little disappointed in that. I'm like, well, I like these 2, but didn't really like these 2. And I guess it's just a stab in the fucking dark on these other ones. So we'll see. And then it was a little weird because we were with everybody that was having a wedding there this year.
Yeah, that sounded interesting.
It was your name tag? Like, it was your name with your wedding date underneath it. And, like, the other workers there that were, like, catering the event would, like, address you by, like, your wedding date. So my fiance, like, went up to the DJ that we gave hundreds of dollars to. He was there. And she was, like, asking him a question, and he's like, when's your date? Okay. Goes to his iPad, goes over to the calendar. Okay, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
I can
she
get that
has a
for
name, Like, we just gave you a lot of money. Like,
just a number to you, huh?
You just say their number, the date of the wedding, and I get these people are busy. They have a lot of people that they're seeing and stuff like that. They do this all year round. So people come, people go, but it's like, can you at least pretend?
Yeah, like please.
Give us some kind of excitement. Name, date of wedding, and yes, you paid. What's up?
Line.
Yeah.
Oh, we're allowed to talk now. Okay.
Can we talk now, or do you need any more information? So, and the fiance was like, yeah, well, they're seeing all of these people and everything, and they got a different one every week, and I'm like, I was just like, I don't know, I just felt like there would be a little bit more personality there. And then the big thing is like, it wasn't our special place anymore because everybody there was getting married there. So
yeah,
it was like all of our special places, and it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
like,
this is kind of a weird setup there.
It's not a bad thing. It's because they're not going to do a special fucking taste test day just for you. They're not going to. It was kind of fun. They made you feel cool and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I literally said this to her. I was like, it felt like when I was at Graceland and when you went into like the tourist shop and they didn't even care it was Elvis. They were just selling whatever put fucking money in their pocket.
Yeah.
So whether it was Elvis, whether it was heroin, whether it was fucking black marketed CDs, like downloaded music, like they just wanted their paycheck. So they just didn't even care about you or the thing they were selling. They were just, it was a money thing for them. Man. So I'm sure when it is our day, it'll be special, but it just wasn't as special then because everybody around you, like every fucking wedding date that they had this year was there. Hey, you're fucking June 26th. What are you? Oh, I'm August 1st. What about you? I'm September 9th. Like shit like that. So,
yeah,
nice,
cool.
So, yeah, it was fun though. Food was really good. It was a nice thing out her and her fam and everything, and got home not too long ago. And then, also we figured out. I just got the news from the honey. Some of you are going to love this. Some of you are going to hate this.
Oh, boy, here we
go.
But
the groomsmen are going to be wearing flat caps in the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Suck on
yeah.
that one.
That's going to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big hat guy, but I'll have to cut my hair for it or something.
I was going to say, boy, Bert's going to look real gay with his curly hair sticking out the sides.
Yeah.
So
I got a whole lot of stuff I got to fix before then, but hopefully they can hem up a suit. I'm not losing any weight, anybody. I'm not. Absolutely not. You said we're tuck shopping or whatever. I'm like,
What I'm
cool,
excited
so
for
XL.
is Tater's going to look pretty dapper in a flat cap. My brother will look dapper. Her brother will look dapper.
Yep.
I'm excited to see fucking Gabon in one.
Yeah, me and him are going to be like the fucking, like the, what is it called? The fucking B-cast or whatever of like some shitty mafia movie.
Gabon
like
is just going to not. He's not going to look right with it, so I'm excited to...
He kind of has, like, yeah.
He's his fucking chubby face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be rocking the flat cap. She told me that. She told me it.
Yeah, I know you were talking about it before, so that's cool.
No, I just found out a couple of days ago, yeah, so...
Swing it, yeah.
I don't know, I felt kind of bad, because she's like, well, I mean, she wants to head off, and I'm like, I mean, that's fine, I just won't look at her pictures.
Yeah.
So there are going to be pictures where they're on, and there's going to be pictures where they're off. I think they're going to be on for most of it. So, and I don't know. I think they look pretty fly. I really don't give a fuck what some people say. Like this person in our Discord absolutely hates them. I don't think she has that much taste in what men wear. Honestly, like some of the stuff that she picks on people for what they wear is kind of weird. It's like, are you, like, looking at this like if a woman wears it? Like, because me and you even said that. Like, okay, this might not be the most in-style thing, but we've seen guys wear these all the time, and they're fine. They'll be like, oh, yuck, you wear those shoes with blue jeans? You're so like, gay.
What the fuck?
What? No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, like they just pick on like the pick out the smallest fucking details. Like, holy shit, those socks with that fucking watch. Wow,
it's the weirdest thing to pick up on. It's like, cool.
Yeah, literally. So, yeah, no, we'll figure it out, but we're gonna look dapper. That's for certain. Gotta get like the steam. I said we gotta get like the steampunk thing going and like wear top hats and pocket watches and shit. Yeah. That's a no. But she also said no to hats, too, so.
Hey, there's... Yeah. That's crazy.
Yep, there's my updates.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy watching them all come together, so. That's good. It'll be progressing as we continue. There's so much shit that goes into it. Crazy. Bro, you can't make me do this shit, bro. Oh my god. You are actually there still, right?
Oh, like in the Discord call?
Yeah.
I was like...
My internet's been out.
I thought you were talking about the venue or
You're
something.
Still at the venue,
I'm like,
right?
no.
I have questions, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I got questions. Can I hook up my C-PAP machine?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just hanging out. I don't know. It feels weird just like stopping and now talking about myself. I can't do this shit. I'm so fucking cooked.
Call the podcast. It's your turn, dog.
I know. I'm just like, yeah, that thing's cool. Now about me.
Mm-hmm. Hasn't stopped you before.
I know. I don't know why I just had a random like bout of
Usually it's
here.
always about you.
I know.
Like,
I realized that with Sue earlier.
The Gabone comment when I was trying to say he looked cute in a hat. And you're like, yeah, me and Gabone. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
So you're very good about making it all.
Well, you said me too.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I said Tater would look very dapper. I said my brother looked very dapper, and her brother would look very dapper. But one person I'm very excited to see in one of these hats is Gabone. And you said you and Gabone.
Yeah, I wasn't in it, but you said something about me earlier. So
yeah, earlier, but not in that certain circumstance.
Well,
I also
wasn't
talked
in
about
that
you
one,
like
but...
14 minutes ago too, and 3 days ago. So
yeah, with this in mind, but yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, no, like that. I mean, I just figured out Sue's moving, so that's cool. Had no idea. Somebody randomly dropped that in our thing. I know, but it's like I talk to the guy. I don't actually talk to him every day, but I talk to him multiple times a week, and didn't know that. That's cool. I remember there was a time where I was less of a shithead about stuff, but definitely not anymore. Like, when's the last time I asked Sue how he was doing?
Hey, Sue, how are you, dude?
Yeah, because I just go in and I start venting. I think it's because me and Sue's brother just kind of, like, nobody asks and we just start bitching about shit. And we just, like, do that back and forth until we leave. And Sue's just sitting there in the middle with his hands crossed. But, yeah, so that's cool. I had no idea. I'm like, cool. I feel like a fucking asshole. I had that realization like 45 minutes ago. I'm like, cool.
Is he staying in the same state?
No. Yeah, so it's like a big move. It's like a big move, and he's not like that. So I'm like, huh. Well, he's moved for like, well, not moved, but he's traveled for work before. But
I thought he was still in school.
Well, he is, but I don't know. He calls it work, school. I don't know. He's getting his fucking master's, so he's a doctor or something.
Yeah, he's one of those people that like doesn't tell you the truth at all. So he'll be like, yeah, no, I'm still working on this like project or something like that, this homework thing. And you're like, oh, so you think he's in school, and it turns out like he never even graduated from high school or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, yeah, I think it's something like where you guys went to high school, though, because you two do the same thing. Where you're like, hey, so how's this area doing? What the fuck? I moved out of there 16 years ago. Oh, you just didn't feel like telling anybody? Like when I thought me and you were going to disc golf, and then you sent me a picture of you in California.
Uh-huh.
That was neat.
Oops.
Oh, so you are leaving today. You said you weren't sure.
Uh-huh.
And not only you are leaving, you're there.
There? Ben? Ben?
Where's he moving to? I want to see if I can figure out the state.
Where's he went to? He hasn't done it yet. He's on his way.
That's why I said, where's he moving to? I'd like to see if I can guess it.
Well, how do you get... Wait, you're asking me, but you want to guess it?
Yeah.
Do I have to...
So where's he moving? I want to see if I can guess it. Give me some hints.
Oh,
like,
it's...
We have to talk in, like, Burtonberger pseudonyms because...
Yeah. It's not very far.
Gay. Okay, so it's not that big of a move then.
But it's not the state. Yeah. It's like...
Gay.
7 hours away. It's one of those ones.
So it's like right the fuck next door.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's out of the state. Come on now. I don't know how far out of the state, but...
Okay, I thought, like, going from, like, Maine to New Mexico meant a bit. So if you think the neighboring state's a big move, like, what do you think, like, moving to a different country is? Or are you like, oh my fucking God?
It's game over, yeah.
Holy shit!
Incomprehensible.
Literally, it's a big move.
It's a big
Isn't he just moving to the next town over? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm like, damn, I'm a bad friend.
Yeah.
Rest in
like
peace.
you guys
The
fucking
realization.
did anything anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're more than just a bad friend. You're a bad best man. You're a bad cousin. You're a bad friend. You're a bad human being.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You're a bad brother in Christ.
It's all coming together.
You're a bad teammate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Before, I used to not acknowledge it, but now I kind of do, and I'm just like, we're not going to do anything to fix this. So...
Because you're just a bad person.
That's just, yeah. Remember a while ago I said I'm going to take a turn for the worse and I want to be the bad guy?
No.
I think it's working. You don't remember that?
I've never heard you say that. That's a huge thing. Okay, one of those statements again.
Yeah, remember that? It was like that for a while. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be a piece of shit now.
You've always been a piece of shit, though.
No, I know, but I remember...
Even when you were a kid, I remember writing Bert calls on my fucking calendar, my Spider-Man calendar. And you lied to me then. You were 6.
Best story ever.
You were 6. Fucking lied to me. It was on a Thursday. I remember that.
Was.
You didn't know where the telephone was, motherfucker. You used to brag about how fast you could dial your own phone number.
Yeah, true.
Piece of shit.
I loved that. That was my favorite thing. My favorite useless skill.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that fast either. It was like, dope.
Don't you dare say that.
Now you just look like a kid, like, unlocking their iPhone.
Severe autism. Yeah.
You look like every other person that's trying to unlock their phone to go look at TikToks.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because, like, that was the time when they had the funny texting, and, like, I thought texting was cool, but, like, I never had a phone or what it was. But like,
no, it's because you're fucking stupid, and you just picked up a phone. You're like, I wonder how fast I can fucking type my own phone number type of bullshit. There was no fucking deep Freudian reason behind it, you fucking cock. It was just because you're a fag. It's like you saying, I'm so good at tennis.
Dude. Sorry, I'm cooked.
Yeah, go ahead. Change your fucking Xbox controller batteries. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, I ordered food before this, but it'll wait. But, what was I saying? Yeah, the guys at work, I work with a guy who is, or he, instead of doing what I do, he has, like, basically the same degree. Okay. He was going to, and he works for, like, the same company as me, whatever. It doesn't matter. He was saying, you know, this life's cool and all. If I didn't do this, I was going to be a professional tennis coach. Mm-hmm. So I guess he was one of those, like, child prodigy people who, like, were brought up from, like, literally, you know, whatever, a baby playing tennis or something. So he's, like, fucking insanely good, allegedly. And, you know, I heard this, my ears pricked up. I'm like, I gotta play or something. Just as, like, a dumb fuck, like, B&B story type shit. I haven't done it yet, but he's a big, like, pickleball nerd, I guess. And, like, there's my boss at work is, like, a big pickleball nerd. And he didn't know this other guy was, like, a tennis guy. And, like, whatever. I introduced them last week. Okay. This was their both favorite hobbies. So, I don't know. I might try and go out with them and play. And then I'm just going to get, like, raped. Like, on the field. Just, like, pants around ankles type shit. Mm-hmm. But I think that'd be kind of fun. It sounds interesting. Especially the part where they said it's, like, not athletic at all. And I'm like, shit. Dude.
Tennis isn't?
No, pickleball.
Okay, thank God. It's not that it's not athletic whatsoever. It is a much easier.
It's just in comparison to tennis. Yeah. Nah, I thought that sounded cool, though. Yeah, no, I literally, I think the meme was, actually, I think I've said it, but I didn't say it in this way, but they literally called me like home run kit or something like that because I didn't understand and I just swung the racket as hard as I could. So I wasn't actually good. I just like hitting the ball extremely hard, and
well,
I
make
got in
sure you
trouble for
remember
it a
that
lot.
you said that you weren't any good because you used to brag about how good you were with it all the fucking time. And let me tell you, any fucking toddler can hit a tennis ball really far with a tennis racket because the thing is literally designed to launch tennis balls. So you're using it by design at that point. So I guarantee you hitting it hard was nothing impressive. It reminds me of the fucking dickheads in volleyball when they would go to serve and they would just punch it as hard as they could, and they thought they had the biggest cocks when it flew 30 feet out of bounds behind us and bounced off the gym wall behind us.
Yeah, no, their thing that I'm not doing a good job.
It is like the most fucking like stick on stick caveman fucking pleasure ever. I'm gonna hit that ball hard as I fucking can. And watch how far it fucking goes. You do the same thing now.
Yeah, no.
You do that now at Topgolf. You think you hit it so far and then you fucking shank it. And I'm like, why don't you just worry about making contact first? Then we'll start adding power. Like, no.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying with the tennis racket thing, because it's like the technique was so bad. I was just kind of like aiming at it and trying to hit it as hard as I could. So it's not even that it was going far or anything like that. It was literally just like, the coaches were just like, "You're a fucking retard, buddy." And the worst part, I remember getting yelled at in there more than actually playing. Like I don't remember actually hitting a ball. I just remember getting yelled at, like, in a hallway.
You just said how fucking hard you would hit it all the time, and now you're like, I don't remember it. I hate talking to you.
No, I mean,
Gosh,
like...
I fucking hate talking to you.
No, I remember getting yelled at for hitting
Remember
so
when we were
hard.
playing Schedule 1, and you were like, I just found out you can hold the fucking mouse button to punch someone harder? I'm like, I love doing that. And you're like, really? Because when I told you that last time, you didn't know about it. I was like, Bert, not even 3 seconds ago you said you just found out you could do that. And you're like, well, don't listen to me. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, I was trying to be dramatic. I'm such like a freak with that shit. I don't know why I don't know why I do that. I try and be all dramatic and shit. Dude, I literally just figured this out.
Yeah, well, you've been like this forever.
Yeah, I know.
I noticed it, again, during disc golf, when you'd get so pissed off when you said you couldn't fucking hear somebody. The way you would say what, I'll never forget that. But... the thing is like if you're over dramatic, like that's totally fine to be like that. You just need to call it instead of acting like we were the one that fucked up. That's where people start wanting to fucking molest you, is because you will blame it on the other person. So first you start off as over dramatic, but then you get defensive, which is one of the worst fucking like that 3-hit combo right there is so bad mixed together. Dangerous. It is so bad. You misinterpreted it, then you put the blame on somebody else and then lied. So, like, when you were like, what? In disc golf, you're like, holy shit, what's your problem? I don't have a problem. You're the one saying I have a problem right now. So, actually, in fact, it's you are the one that has an issue with everything right now. I didn't say it in a way that you are insinuating I did. Like, boy?
Nice imagining shit, buddy.
Okay, yeah, so... So the way to do it would be like, what? And then we say, yo, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Yeah.
End of it. Yeah. Instead of blaming somebody else for getting mad and then lying that you didn't get mad. Because we've done that before where we argue, and then you say something. And then I'm like, okay, no, now that makes sense. 5 steps later, it makes sense. You're like, well, that's what I was trying to get at. I'm like, then why did you say the 4 other fucking things beforehand? You're like, I don't know. I'm fucking gay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's like I'm trying to... It's like when you say something to somebody and then they say, what? Not in the way we're talking about now, but like they genuinely didn't hear you, but they did hear you. And they're trying to give themselves a second to catch back up. I used to be really bad at that, and now I just smile and wave.
Well, it's just so, again, like with the Schedule 1 thing, when you were like, yo, I just found this out. And because like, I wasn't even trying to argue with you. Like, I literally wasn't even trying to argue with you. You're like, I just found this out. I'm like, yeah, I love doing that to my workers. That's how I get them unstuck when they're stuck, like, in a desk. And you're like, really? Because when I told you this a few days ago, you told me you didn't know about it.
Yeah, mine was, yeah. I know what
it
you
wasn't
mean.
even me trying to, like, say, like, I knew that already. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. yeah. I read in
so
that one
all you had to say is like, well, no, I didn't mean, like, I just figured it out. Didn't mean to say it like that. My fault. That's all you have to say.
I misspeaked.
Like, for the amount of times you say I'm sorry to somebody after you roast them, like the racial slurs you call Tater and then immediately apologize for it afterwards. Like, if you just started immediately, like, apologizing after you misspoke, I think, you would cut down the people that want to finger you dramatically.
Yeah. I got to figure that out. Oh, that's actually something I was going to fucking talk about, dude. Yesterday? Oh my god. I really should have fucking hung out. And you're like, yo, we playing tonight? I felt bad because I like
twice, and both times you said no.
Yeah.
I said, we gonna fuck tonight or tomorrow? And you said there's a very strong chance for neither.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow. Okay. So then tomorrow came, and I'm like, what time tonight? Can't. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. You answered how I've requested you to answer for years. That's
it. Yeah. Finally. Yeah. And yeah, I just feel bad. I'm like always fucking bailing on shit with Sue and his brother and shit. I'm like, fuck, okay, I should just like block time out and just like fucking hang out. Boy, was that a mistake. Something that I think Sue's brother does not understand is that just like, no, that's okay. Just like, I can't even say it. It's not even funny. I'm so fucking good. Just like soda pop, you can have too much of me. Okay, I am a special boy, and it takes a lot of brain power, I think, to process what I say sometimes, and the stupid shit I say, and I don't know. I can just tell I get under Sue's brother's skin a lot. And
you get
so
under
playing
a lot of
2
people's
nights
skin.
Back to back.
Like, you know, you get under my skin, right?
Uh-huh.
Like,
right?
Do you think you
It's
piss
crazy.
me off?
No, never. Couldn't be me.
Yeah. So I imagine you do that to a lot of people.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it's a carryable trait. It's everywhere, but... So yeah, so for the second day, he was like literally crashing out. Not necessarily at me, but just kind of like Sue did something, and I could literally see it on the horizon.
A lot. I don't think he's okay.
I don't think so. I make jokes about crying, and he's like, yeah, I did that yesterday. Like, all right. Like, man, if this zombie kills me one more time, I'm going to cry. He's like, yeah, I cried when my ceiling leaked yesterday. I'm like, all right, cool. But that's cool, man. I don't even know how to respond. Oh, but then, dude, oh my God. Whatever. Buddy's crashing out yesterday, and the whole time, like, he basically stopped playing with us, and he was just sitting there and just bitching at Sue, like full ass screaming, to the point where the last time he screamed, he had a neighbor, like, out taking trash out, and he was taking his trash out. They met eyes, and he's like, man, there was some crazy fighting out here yesterday, huh? Yeah. And then Sue's brother's like, oh. And then it dawned on him he was indeed the one fucking screaming and fighting.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. So it's nice, I guess what I'm getting at is it's nice being, seeing this from the outside.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's how they are, like, when me and you start bitching.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just there, just hearing both sides, not speaking up. There's been times, and you've gotten after me for it, or I speak up out of turn.
When it was like, nobody is talking to you, dude.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's gay. That's like watching Days of Our Lives. What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
me and Casino both look at you.
Like, anyway.
No, anyways. Why are you watching Days of Our Lives? Nice.
Oopsie. Spoiled it. But I don't even know. Yeah, just being a fucking asshole. We had a road trip once too, where we were going up to visit Sue because like it was a nightmare. It was like a fucking Hallmark movie. It's like his fucking car
and you
broke
guys
down.
like listen to fucking club music like the whole time or something like that.
And I could tell I was starting to get under his skin because he started to, he had to put like some ointment on his neck, like icy hot basically, to try and reduce his stress. All I imagine when he's like
started
that is
snorting
like
fucking motor oil.
yeah. I just imagine those videos. I don't know if you've seen them, but like when the guy is like, his fucking head is just redder than fuck. And they like hit it with a needle, and then it's just like a spout of blood comes out of the dude's forehead. For like how fucking freaked out they are. I just imagine that Sue's brother like 24/7. It's like actually on the brink of exploding. But yeah, no, he finally fucking settled down, and then he started playing again. I'm just like, cool, so you were just crashing out. The game's not actually bad. You were just like pissed off about other stuff, and now you're just like, you know, being a cock. Then he hops in the fucking call today, and he started being sassy, all lippy and stuff. I'm like, cool, so we're starting right off where we ended yesterday. Didn't think that was silly, but yeah. I like being more mouthy, too. Normally I'm not, or at least maybe not in person. I've been doing that in person, too. Calling shit out when motherfuckers are pissing me off. Feels good.
Yeah.
But
But you're not very good at it.
Nope. And then I look like a dumbass. I'm like, okay, I gotta tread careful here. I'm not trying to get in trouble again. Yeah.
And sometimes people just want to bitch.
Yeah. Like, that's okay. Sue's big thing is, like, you can't bitch and be wrong. He's like, you unequivocally cannot be correct about this. Well, technically, you're not playing the game correctly because the people who designed the game had a way they wanted the game to be played. So you playing it this way is not the way it's supposed to be played. So you should play it this way. And then Sue's brother's like, I don't want to play it that way. And then Sue crashes out. I'm like, and I'm just sitting here in the middle. I'm just like watching it's like basically watching my mom and our aunt fight. I'm just like, this is gay. You guys are both stupid.
Speaking of that, first of all, there's no objective way to play a video game.
Yeah, I know. It's
that's
crazy.
Really cringe. It's not like, I know developers like get a kick out of people. Like it's like film. Like it's like saying like there's only one way to take something. Like it's like art. It's whatever the fucking viewer wants to do with it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there's the designed intentional ending to a game, and then there's the ending that you want, kind of thing.
I think it's like Tarantino says he does that a lot or something.
I think any director ever says that.
Yeah.
You stupid
I just
fuck.
remember
But
seeing
anyways,
that recently. But yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. Like right there, you didn't need to say anything. You try to sound smart when actually you said some fucking horoscope broad ass statement. Yeah, Tarantino's one that says, you know, it's up to beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah,
he was
talking
cool.
about movies on TikTok.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, no
Or
director
right,
ever
that's clever.
thinks that. It's just Tarantino. Try to fucking flex on basic fucking knowledge. You know, it's a great TV show up too, is Breaking Bad. But my mom hits me up the other day, and she says that, so not this winter, but maybe next winter, I talked to our aunts, your mom and her aunt, and we're gonna maybe go on a family vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds
and
fun.
I says, Ma?
And he says, with those two?
They gonna be there? Then I ain't coming. I says, if I'm gonna drop $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a vacation for me and my fiance, who will be my wife at the time, to go on vacation, I would just go somewhere with her. Anywhere I wanted. Anywhere at all.
Literally.
I'm not going to spend that money to go hang out with our aunts and their kids. I'm all set.
Really?
My mom says, well, Bert will be there. And I'm like, and do you think that just makes it all okay?
Yeah.
So Then that's when she said our grandpa hopefully will chip in a little bit. And I'm like, okay, now I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah.
Our aunt seems to think he can just pay for like a family of 20 to go on an Alaskan cruise.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is like $100,000 fucking trip or something. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that is fucked.
If there are some fees that will be covered and like we just have to pay for a plane ticket, then absolutely.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
But what I'm getting at is if I have to buy multiple fucking cruise tickets and then I have to buy multiple plane tickets and take multiple days off of work, why the fuck would I do it with those guys?
Yeah.
When me and my honey can just go anywhere. Me and the cousins can just go anywhere at that point.
Mm-hmm.
If the four of us wanted to fucking go somewhere, we could. Let's just go do it. I ain't doing it with your mom and my mom and our aunt and their kids. And your brother that doesn't know he's alive.
Yeah.
And then the one that has mental problems.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, I love doing that.
It's the best meme.
I love acting like I'm talking about Bert's mentally handicapped brother when actually I'm talking about his middle-aged brother.
Yes.
There's the brother that can literally not speak a fucking sentence, and then there's the one that's challenged.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's one that needs a tablet to speak, and then there's the one that can't make babies.
Yeah.
But you see my point, right?
Uh-huh.
So we'll see. So cuz I ain't going to sit at the fucking pool with our girl cousins.
No.
I'm all set.
Sounds horrible, actually. That's crazy.
Sounds fucking miserable.
Yeah. Huh. No.
And I know Casino's going to fret about that as well, but I'm like, no, dude, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
No.
Now, if they want to get their paycheck out, okay, now I'm listening. I'll go on a discounted trip. But I literally want to be like, what is the benefit of it? Like,
yeah.
What's the benefit of it? You get to fucking go on a cruise and go around the world in it. But I can just do that with me and my significant other, though. I want to know what's the benefit of going with them.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I do like seeing our family. Like anytime we have those family events, I really enjoy it. Especially now that we got a fucking table to go down in the basement to. When I had to sit around and talk about the world with her fucking aunt last time, that was cringe as shit. But I do like seeing our family. But I'm not going to go drop that kind of money when I can just do that anytime.
Yeah. With people I'd like to spend that amount of money with.
Now, if I was single and didn't travel or anything and this came up, this would be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So I can see why you'd get real excited about it, or Casino or your brother or something like that. But yeah. Me and my honey already go on vacations every year. We went to Orlando a couple of years ago. Last year we went to Vegas. This year we're going on a cruise ourselves for our honeymoon. So what I'm hearing is I get to do the exact same thing except have less amount of fun.
Yeah.
Is what I'm hearing. And plus, they went on a vacation a handful of months ago and it sounded fucking miserable.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the whole family was like fucking fighting and shit. I'm like, this is so
the
cool.
Entire time, your mom and aunt was like swearing out my mom, and my sister was calling them a bunch of fat cunts and shit like that. And I'm like, this is insane.
This sounds awesome, guys.
Like, this sounds fucking cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now they're doing it again. It's coming up. They got something coming up, and I'm like, cool. No, I'm good.
No, I'm okay.
So I'm all set. So whatever seeds you can plant to make this more enjoyable and worthwhile, you might want to start now.
Oh, fuck, okay.
I've never seen a kid be more in charge of their mom than Bert with his, so.
Yeah.
Bert wanted to do Secret Santa for Christmas. Guess what we're doing for Christmas now?
Uh-huh.
All right, you done chewing your food and you can talk now?
Yeah, I'm like, listen, Mother. Yeah. No, she literally just texted me. Bert, we miss you. Is there anything new with you coming home sooner? No.
Just say that. No.
Nope.
Why does she miss you? So you guys can just talk about life and watch something on Apple TV, and then you go game with me or Sue.
Hell yeah. God, it's great.
Like, you can do that right now and make your money still.
I know I can. Isn't that crazy?
Tell your mom to get Discord so you guys can do watch parties.
That shit would go crazy.
No, it wouldn't. Fuck. Kill myself. Turns out I got Discord Nitro, too. Don't know how that happened.
Yeah,
I think one of our users sent it to me when I sent feet pics.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the guys said...
You're just like,
Yeah, one of the guys in general chat says, Burger, if you send me feet pics, I'll gift you Nitro. So I sent him my feet in the general.
Bro, when he followed through, that's fucking gold.
I have Nitro now. I don't know how. I went to react to somebody in my org, and I saw one of our emotes was not locked. So I clicked on it. I was like, holy shit. And then I sent the Burger with a bucket hat. I'm like, you guys shouldn't be seeing these. Like, how can you see these? And they're like, because you're sending them, question mark. And I'm like, nope, that's not what I meant. Fuck you. Get bitches on your cock or any, whatever you have. Never know when orgs.
Really never do.
Had that happen again. Hopped in a fucking call with a girl that was 100% a fucking boy. I'm tired of this. Their pronouns are she, her. They're talking. This may sound sexist, but they're talking like a girl, like when they text. No other way to say it. Call me a pig, I'm sure. And then all of a sudden, hey.
Yeah.
Sup, Berg?
What's up, man?
Do what you want, but damn, give me a warning first.
Yeah. That's such like a fucking... I haven't had that happen yet, but I feel like that would be a
fucking voice chat anybody, pussy.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, no. People have asked me, too, in the past. I'm like, no. Not even beating around the bush. No.
I'm good.
I'm actually okay.
Yeah.
Never hearing any of you ever.
One org?
Huh?
Did you get into the one you applied to?
No.
Damn.
I want to say it's getting in super late, but I don't know. The last two I've applied to were literally like 3 or 4 days before.
Yeah, the one guy did it early, and he didn't get in either.
Yeah, well, he might just suck, or maybe I don't know what. Maybe
you suck.
The flame's not there. I feel like I'm not going like as hard as I have in other applications, but.
Well, I mean, if you're telling the truth and over 100 people applied to this one, that's probably it. And then in the other one, you did apply like a day before or something. So
this one was like 3 days before, I think.
This most recent one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So 100 people applied and you did it 3 days before.
Yeah. They said they're like, good luck. Like, okay. Hey, something funny. I mean, I don't even know. I can cut it out if you think it's fucking stupid, but Esteban's actually playing in this one.
Oh, really?
I'm like, damn, that's actually kind of neat. Dude, if I was playing side by side with some guy who hosted a org I played in previously, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? And then the player who I played with in Esteban's thing is the host of this one. I'm like, all right, my brain's exploding.
Wow. It's like having Trump play in an org.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Hosted
like
by
that,
Putin.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, okay, worlds collide type shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But,
well, I guess you gotta look for the next one.
I know.
Stop applying to some fucking sweaty ones. You're a goat.
I know. I don't know. Also, my resume is starting to come together, and if like it doesn't look good, but I mean, if I made it to the end, that doesn't mean I'm a piece of shit.
Well, the first one you were a piece of shit in. The second one,
well, no, I know.
Second one, yes.
Well, I said okay. So here's my resume. I have 2 final tribals. One was a go. One I earned, allegedly, And then I have 2
Earn
pre-merge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earn more.
And then 2 pre-merge.
Anyways, let's talk about an org when you get in it again. We're not an org
this.
podcast.
Yeah.
We said we weren't going to do this anymore. We'll
I
keep
know.
looking, and we'll let you guys know when Bert is in one, but we're not going to talk about it because I don't think a lot of people give a fuck about it. So.
Give a fuck. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fuck that. Do you have anything you'd like to talk about now?
Ben?
I hand you the mic. Oh, fuck. I forgot you had
Bean?
Ben.
Yeah.
Bean?
Bean?
Bean? So, I've had this in here for a long time. And I'm just going to fucking talk about it now. Because I explored a little bit today around town. It's so hard, dude. When you wake up.
Proud of you.
When you wake up, the curtains are drawn. It's pitch black. It's like 10 a.m. You know the sun's out, but you can't see it. Ball's out. You're like, I could just fuck off all day today. How easy would it be for me to just fuck off all day today? It would be so fucking easy. I did it yesterday.
You do it all the time.
I'll do it tomorrow. Fuck. Fucking call in. I got the shit. Sorry, boss. Fuck you, buddy. I don't know what they... I don't even want to talk about that. That's fucking stupid. Whatever. I'm a fucking pussy.
Yes.
I'm gonna let that linger. I don't like doing things by myself. I'm a sheep. I like not making decisions. I like turning my brain off and just like following people. I just like hanging out, hanging with the boys, chilling. So when I have to do things by myself, there's a lot of pressure because I'm not used to it. I'm a fucking idiot, piece of shit. And so it's like doing groceries. I'm kind of okay at doing groceries. I don't really give a fuck. I just kind of like hanging out. I know some people are like a fucking man on a mission. They're like, okay, I know I gotta go get my fucking peas here, and then I can go get my fucking bread here, and then I can get my fucking meat here, and my steak, my chicken, and my ketchup. I'm not like that. I hang out. I just kind of enjoy myself. I don't know. This is such a tangent. I don't like doing other events by myself. Going out. Why would I do that when I could just DoorDash it? Why would I go do all these other things when I could have more fun doing it with somebody else? It's like I have one honky that I work with who's like a little freak and he likes to adventure and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, let's go do stuff. Let's hang out. He's like, okay, yeah, let's hang out. This is going to be so much fun. I'm like, cool. So now I have somebody to experience this thing with, and I have stories because I don't like taking pictures when I'm doing shit by myself or whatever. I'm like, fuck this. This is stupid. But I did go out. I hung out a little bit today. It was cool. It was fun. But I passed by this one thing that I actually did with the fella. We went to an aquarium.
Okay. So
we got the day off.
Long story short, you went with somebody.
Well, this was a while ago. I am no longer friendless here at the moment. Okay. My one honky that was here that I'm like, yo, dude, we're gonna hang out every fucking night, dude. I'm gonna be so busy, I'm not gonna be able to hang out.
I bet he actually talks like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So I'm basically just, yeah, we didn't hang out. There's other reasons as to why that happened. I'm gonna cope, but we didn't hang out. So I have nobody here. I'm the only person here working. It's fucking stupid. I want to go home. I'm pissed. I'm gonna fucking touch somebody. Who doesn't want to be touched?
Me. Oh.
What?
Damn, I thought you were saying who doesn't want to be touched. I'm like, I don't want to be touched.
Oh.
But you're being gay.
I'm gonna touch somebody who
you're being a
doesn't
cunt.
want to.
Yeah.
So the situation, it was a couple of weeks ago when my buddy was here, and we went to the aquarium. We went to the aquarium because we got the day off. So it was like a Thursday, a random fucking Thursday. We went to the aquarium and we went to the fucking slave plantation. And then we did all that other stuff. But so we go to the fucking aquarium. I didn't really want to go to the aquarium. This guy's a fucking freak for aquariums. He's a fucking gremlin. He goes to every city he goes to.
Fiance loves them.
Dude, I don't get it. Everyone I go to is shittier than the last. And, like, incrementally, like, if you put it on a graph, like some freak show, it's every single one is progressively fucking worse. I don't get it. I went to one that was fucking incredible. They had a fish that was, like, fucking so big. It was so cool. I love that one. Everything since then, dog shit.
Stellar.
It was like a huge rainbow fish. It was so big.
There was a fish that was so big, it was so cool.
It was literally so fucking cool. But like sometimes they got like unique and rare fish and stuff, but then other times it's just gay. Actually, this one, I'm walking it back. I'm so fucked. This one had like a big turtle exhibit thing that was actually kind of like neat. That was the one unique thing about this piece of shit. However, one thing I noticed and was creeping up on my mind, which now for some reason I have to acknowledge as a part of my fucking personality because everybody's forced me into this position. I don't even like talking like this, man. The fucking kid shit, dude. The fucking kid shit. Dude, the looming thing, it was a fucking school day.
Are you good?
I noticed it was outside. And I didn't think of it until we got inside. There were little kids running everywhere. And it's me looking in my fucking... I had... Oh, no. I had my work clothes on. My hair was all messy. And my buddy has fucking mutton chops.
Okay.
A big beer gut. So I'm basically holding his hand walking around the fucking aquarium with mothers and their kids. There were like no men in the entire place. It was me and my buddy in blue collar getup. I'm like, I look so arrestable right now. It's like whatever, selling with intent or whatever. It's like when people have too many drugs in their car and they're just like, yeah, you get arrested because you're going to do something bad with this. That's me at the aquarium with all the little kids around. It was bad. And as a side note, so stupid. I just had to say, I gotta say.
Are you starting to wonder if you actually want to fuck kids?
No.
You already know.
It's so unfortunate. It's not a matter of thinking. But the problem here is also.
Have you seen Sinners yet?
No, I haven't.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode of the Burger Podcast.
Shut up, nah.
You had something you could have done. Instead, you had to go fucking jack off at an aquarium in front of a bunch of school kids.
Yeah, that was weird. Now we got a hot dog next to the fucking stingray exhibit. I'm like, this is so fucking gay. I did not want to fucking be there. I wanted to be in my apartment fucking cranking on it and then playing games with Sue.
Could do
but
both.
Instead, I'm here at the fucking...
Same time?
Yeah. Fuck. So basically... Oh, and then as a side note to this whole thing, I'm in like a weird ass hotel that for some reason every weekend, because this is like a fucking tourist destination town, is just like flooded with people. So there's like fucking kids here on the weekend, and they've been fucking like an open door policy with the fucking guy next to me in this room. So it's like there's been little kids running all over the fucking place, and they're like knocking on the dude's door, and a couple times last night, they were knocking on my door while I'm playing with fucking Sue and Sue's brother. Mm-hmm. And I say, boy, this is quite the change. Normally, I'm the one, or fuck me. There's little kids trying to break into my room. Usually, it's the other way around. So I thought that was pretty silly. Boy, I'm all over the place. I'm fucking getting red. I need to turn the fucking AC on. I thought that was pretty good, though. It was pretty funny. But I think, like you said, when it's self-aware, it's not as fun. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm struggling with. This is my struggle. Or what is that? What is the fucking progressive thing? Let me share my struggles. I don't know what I'm saying. Fuck this shit. Do you have anything to fucking say? Can you fucking help me? I don't want to be here anymore. Or what is the meme? I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't know if I can do that anymore.
Nah, so, yeah, it's cool. We're surviving and thriving. Things couldn't be better. So.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
just
my
pretty
update.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was just all over the place. I was like starting to think of things and then switching it up. Yeah, it's good stuff, though. I feel like I had something else, but
I finished my next book, my Harry Potter book, or the Tom Felton one.
Oh, how was that?
It's a lot better.
I like to hear it.
This one was a lot better. One of the biggest complaints I had with him is he never gave me any tea on anybody. Every actor he ever worked with was fucking amazing and wonderful and the best people ever, and they're going to move mountains and write books about them, and human history wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for this actor and that actress and everything like that. Every single person this motherfucker talked to, from J.K. Rowling, the fucking lady that made Harry Potter, to the guy that played his dad and mom in the TV show, were the best people ever on this planet. And it would be like some random-ass professor in this random-ass classroom in the Harry Potter scenes, in which he didn't have that many fucking scenes with. And they were just the nicest, sweetest people ever. I'm like, holy fuck, Bert Jr. here. Wow, if you love everybody, then you don't love anybody. Type of fucking thing. That was getting annoying. Outside of that, it was a really good book, and I had a lot of fun with it. But, son of a gun, that was annoying. It wasn't even just Harry Potter. It was in the other movies he played in, too. Like, everybody was just wonderful. I wanted to be like, you know what? This guy I played with in this movie was a fucking wanker because he's British as shit. Yeah. So,
yeah.
It's like I just didn't like the way he talked to me. When I read Britney Spears' book, she said fucking Justin Timberlake made her get an abortion. That's fucking T-Daddy needs to hear. Okay? Yeah. That's the shit that I want to hear. Fucking Nikki Sixx said he fucked a woman when she was on her period in front of her boyfriend. That's the type of fucking shit I need to hear in my stories, okay?
Yeah, exactly. What the hell is this shit?
Why
write a book if you're just going to say this shit?
Bert just got real quiet there. Like, damn. Like, it's all of these fucking horrible stories about people. I don't need to hear about the fucking ins and outs about how perfect fucking people are. If I wanted to do that, I'd read one of those fucking cringe self-help books that I keep sending you pictures of that I see in the bookstores.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like literally why write a fucking book if it's just the same shit every time?
Well, again, I get, like, tell me your story. Tell me the people you love and changed your life and have meant the world to you. And also tell me about the hardships you had. Oh, man, you were a fucking alcoholic at the end and you went to rehab. Boo fucking who? Like, seriously? I get it was fucking awful. I understand, dude. I really fucking do. But, damn, you were... How are you making yourself anybody different at this point? He was just pissing me off. I was like, good. About time you have something bad happen to you.
Fucking goofy bastard, yeah.
He started out the book saying how he fucking, I think I told you this, how he got in trouble for trying to steal a porno to try to be cool in front of his friends. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I'm like, how the fuck are you trying to be cool? He would say things like, oh, I would hang out with people and no one would give a shit that I played Draco Malfoy. I'm like, bullshit. What are you talking
trying to be
about?
Cool. He's like, why are these people being so...
Why don't they like me? Like, oh my gosh, you would think I'd be the coolest kid in school because I played as Draco Malfoy. Fucking bullshit. Nobody cared. What are you talking about? Dude, you have 23 fucking million followers on Instagram. What are you talking about?
Every single person from like the age of, I don't even know what, like maybe like fucking 12 to like 40 knows who you are.
Yeah, I'm super confused. Like, and the book multiple times says he lives in like this town in the UK with his dog Willow. Okay,
yeah.
So he is just draining his nuts about 3 times a day into a different fan. Not his wife, not his fiance, not his girlfriend, his dog. Cool. One of those guys on dating apps were like, yeah, it's just me and my fucking dog type of bullshit.
Yeah. It's like, cool. You got it, man. You know, it sounds like you got everything figured out.
Yeah. So, yeah, fucking just not into it. Need all the sunshines and rainbows. It's cool. It's cool, like, that he was talking about all of these people that were really patient with him as a child actor and would help him become the actor that he is today, and then every single motherfucking person he ever came across did that. I'm like, oh, this is like talking about movies with Bert. I really like this one. Best movie I ever seen. this one's the best movie I've ever seen now. Fucking gay boy.
Yeah. It's like, boy, you have a lot of hot takes here. It's really overwhelming. I can't really tell what's going on here. Fuck. Yeah, that's kind of a weird perspective. It almost sounds like, he was treated a certain way based on how he, the person he was.
What?
I don't know what I'm saying.
What the fuck was that?
There's something there. There's something there. No, it just sounds like he, I don't know what. I don't know if it's trying to be humble or like he's trying to portray a character in the book about himself. I mean, I haven't read the thing, so like I don't really know.
I think he's really progressive too. He was starting to say some shit towards the end there, where he was just saying if we could all just get along and have more meaningful conversations. I'm like, okay. He's like,
as you Jack Reacher everybody in your entire life, cool.
Yeah, literally, like everyone he met was a Jack Reacher, pretty much, and also he was saying things like, if we use the internet for good and not for bad, like people that troll or spread hate. And I'm like, what do you mean people that troll? Fuck you. People can troll all they want on the internet.
No, I'll be a pussy buddy.
Trolling is fine. Bullying is not. That's not okay. But trolling? What the fuck? People that, lol, and then fucking 9/11, like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
God damn, you're starting to sound like a boomer now.
Those people need to be stopped.
Yeah, calm down. If we could just start spreading kindness, okay, buddy.
Cool. Who the fuck are you? What's that, Jack Johnson or whatever? Cool, thanks.
Yeah. That reminds me, every now and again, I'll see this guy. This is like a pet peeve of mine, but I'll see this guy on TikTok. He goes up to complete random strangers all the time that are just walking down the street, and he'll say, "Excuse me, but do you believe in Jesus?"
Okay.
"Excuse me, do you believe in Jesus Christ?"
Crazy opener.
That's all he says. People take their headphone. What was that? Sorry, what was that? Do you believe in Jesus? Okay. They put their headphone in, keep walking.
Yeah.
The amount of people that just ignore him and keep walking and say no thank you and stuff like that are astounding. You go to the comments, and it's just one person after the other saying, "My heart breaks for them. This is so sad. I believe in Jesus." Things like that. And I'm like, boy, guys, you're really not looking at this from a common sense point of view. As somebody that is very deep in their own faith, like myself, if some guy walked up to me in public and said that to me, I'd fucking be like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay?
This isn't about the content. This is about the action.
This is the content. You could be asking me if I like getting my cock sucked. I would be like, go away.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
What the fuck do you want?
What do you want? Like, this, it reminds me of, like, when you would go to, like, those big parades or festivals, and you just see, like, those doomsday fucking Revelations people, like, waving their fucking signs around, like, saying the end is near and shit like that. Like, you're one of those crazy hippies or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's, like, kind of culty. It reminds me of the guy from fucking Far Cry 5. It reminds me of Jehovah's Witnesses coming up to my door and knocking on it. It reminds me of Mormons doing the exact same thing. Or when you're at a fairground and they're like, "Do you want to know if you're going to heaven?" As they're handing you a Bible. I'm like, don't talk to me. Like,
this is not the right place. I'm trying to give cotton candy to my kid.
You can't just open with that. Okay? What the fuck?
It's like, hey, my name's Bird.
Yeah.
And
hey,
then,
I'm Burger. Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the thing. And he did get some responses were like, nope, absolutely not. Fuck Jesus. Like, they were saying things like that. That's like, okay, well, fucking chill,
that's
dude.
crazy.
Like, that's not a cool response to say. But the people are like, okay, and they just keep walking. They're like, oh my gosh, their poor soul. Their poor soul.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
And where did you say this was at? It was college campus or
it's
was where?
TikTok. Yeah, like town.
Or something like that. Yeah.
It's like downtown. He's just, if I see the videos, I'll send them to you. It's so fucking cringe. And it's like sad music in the background talking about how doomed society is and things like that. And I'm like, this has to be some causation and correlation type of thing.
Uh-huh.
Like,
yeah.
Like those
like
fucking like
literally
anti-gay Christians that are saying take back to rainbow, and it's like some 70-year-old fucking guy in a white t-shirt.
I just love when fucking Cousin Casino said that.
Planet
we have
Fitness.
B-dubs or something. Or
It was Planet Fitness. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just so chill too. He's just kind of like, man, I really liked that before they went and did that to it.
Yeah, he
Just,
said something like that. It was something really like not even trying to be funny. Like he was like legit.
Rainbows are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like,
oh, they have to fuck it up.
Yeah, gay people are going to hell.
Yeah. It's like, okay, we all knew this. Why are you in between your set? I was like, okay.
Okay, and
it's supposed to be news. Yeah. Okay. Puts your earbud back in.
Does set. Shit's pants too heavy.
Exactly. Sorry, I was still thinking about what you said. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's the one that really makes people mad. You can talk about drugs and cheating and lying and stealing, but boy, when you talk about Peter licking, that really fucking grinds people's gears for some reason.
Oh yeah.
They don't like that one.
It's crazy. It's like less mouths to feed. Shut up. Who gives a fuck?
Well, now you're just coping because you're gay. So
okay. I mean, for everybody else. Yeah, true. Maybe it is me.
Your dad's gay.
All right, continue.
Therefore, you're gay.
You're gay. Crazy moment.
So, real quick, your top 25 has been released for fantasy football.
Yeah.
You're keeping Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a no-brainer. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's
Very
like a fucking number 40 or something, so I'm like, cool, whatever.
I think I'm going to take Devontae Adams, and he is the one right after T. Higgins.
Yeah.
So I will do that. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, what we do for our fantasy football league is we do a top. You can keep somebody on your team that is outside of the top 25. So every year your team completely restarts, except you get to have one keeper and one keeper only. So we made a rule to where you had to keep somebody outside of the top 25. ESPN releases a top 300 every single year, and you can keep somebody outside of the top 25. That way the superstars, the big players of the year get to be cycled around, or else a young superstar like Bijan Robinson is going to be on the same fucking team for 15 years now. So it's not the most fun way to play. So now that the top 300 is out, that means the top 25 is out. And in this, you cannot keep a quarterback. A quarterback is something you cannot keep. So any quarterback that's in the top 25 does not count towards that 25. So since 24 out of the 25 are non-quarterback players, we have one spot to fill. So we just go to the next positional player, which is T. Higgins, which was Gapone's keeper. T. Higgins was like 29 or something out of 25. So he's like, yeah, I fucking got T. Higgins. And then we were like, hang on, Jalen Hurts is in front of him, and Lamar's in front of him, and Josh Allen's in front of him. So unfortunately, we skip all those quarterbacks and go right to T. Higgins. That was honestly Gapone's rule, too. It's the funny part.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Bowen came up with that fucking rule.
Hey. Yep. He had to eat that one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
so he had to
felt
eat
silly.
that one. So T. Higgins was the next one in line, and the one right after T. Higgins was Devontae Adams. So, yeah, we'll take
that one for you.
Yep. So thanks you for taking the L for me there, and I'd love to keep Breece Hall, but I'm just a little bit nervous about him. Sounds like he's a pretty polarizing player this upcoming season. He's going to either knock it out of the fucking park and it's going to be the steal of the draft, or he's going to be an overpay and a half. So we're just not going to keep him. if Devontae stays healthy, I think he's going to be an awesome wide receiver 2 to have, possibly up to a wide receiver 1, because Stafford likes to spam to his fucking receivers like Bert does in Madden. So,
hell yeah, man.
I think Puka could be taking a lot of those catches away from him, but who knows? You're taking Kamara, which is a great pick in theory, but he is so boom or bust every fucking week. He's going to literally put up 56 or 8.
It's so painful. Makes my average at the end of the year look really good, though.
Does it?
I just remember that last year. Yeah.
Doesn't it
was
make it
too bad.
0?
No.
If you have like a lot of really good games and a lot of bad games, the average would just be right in the middle.
Yeah.
Cool.
But the middle still ends up being like kind of higher than normal. But
so then
we averages out to be like a normal
average
like, top something player.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
Nah, I mean I've had this motherfucker like since birth, so I'm kind of
so and look at you keeping him again.
See, but now if I also ask myself, hey, would you rather keep Alvin Kamara or that stupid fucking bum I kept last year? Keenan Allen? I'll take Kamara all day.
Keenan Allen was like a top 175 player.
Yeah, exactly.
If he didn't have like a random
year,
40-point fucking game, he would have fucking been outside of the top 300.
Oh, yeah, literally nobody. Yeah.
You kept him and then drafted 8 wide receivers in a row.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then didn't trade any of them.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Some of the worst fucking management I've ever seen in fantasy football history.
Yeah, I had a plan going into it, I feel like for the first time ever, and it was bad.
Well, you said you were going to trade them for good players. You're like, I'm just going to do BPA, best player available, and then trade them for running backs. Didn't do that. You said it always makes sense to wait.
Yeah.
Oh, it was wonderful. I also remember when I tried to give you Bo Nix to give you a QB1, and you were like, "Yeah, but if I give you Rico Dowdle, then I'm not going to have any safety for one of my running backs goes down." I'm like, "You don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
You could have a top 8 quarterback right now for a bench guy." You're like, "Okay,
the thing
worked out great. Worked out great for you."
Yeah, it's just tough when you see a whole bunch of like fucking studs on the free agent. Not studs necessarily. Washed folks. You're like, oh, that's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, fuck, that motherfucker just sling bombs and fucking hey.
It's not tough. You go look at how much he's scored the past 8 weeks, and he's averaged 4.3 points a game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but then like you look on free agent and it says he got like 18 last game. And it's like, shit, I can run with that. And then he gets 4 for your next game. And you're like, ooh.
Yeah, it'd be 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 18, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. It's like you making a fucking putt with a driver, and now all of a sudden that's all you fucking putt with.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man.
It's not unfortunate. It's stupid is what it is.
Yeah.
For somebody that's a big math boy like yourself, you should realize it's not unfortunate. It shouldn't shock you when they fucking shit the bed.
I mean, that's the
like
thing is I think I rely on the math too much.
Well, clearly not.
Nah. And then the
clearly you don't fucking rely on it at all because it'll say this guy is going to not score very well. And you're like, yeah, he will.
Yeah. I don't know. I got to make something up, though. I'm just still, dude, fucking goddamn. I don't even know what. I just need to not think about it. Doesn't even matter. I was just going to say, this is a random thing that popped in my head. I'm just like, man. Nah, it doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to say it. I'm getting in trouble. Yeah, no, I'm excited for next year. I'm excited to run, too. I've been telling people that, and they're just kind of like, yeah, you're cooked, buddy.
Yeah, when are you going to do that?
I don't know. It's kind of approaching, like, getting close. So.
A couple months away now, yeah. It's in August. August 16th is our draft.
Yeah.
You have about, well, today's May 18th, so you have less than 3 months now.
Fucking goddamn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I get a couple weeks off. I might call my boss a fucking bad word or something, get fired, so.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I'm just saying I might be home, so I'll have more time to do it, you know? Instead of like doing it on a weekend or some stupid shit.
But they're not like that common. They're
What
like
aren't?
few and far between. The 5Ks. Unless you're going to be home for like 3 months.
Right.
But you can't just come down for a week and then go run a 5K and then leave. Like, they're not like that.
Why not? How are they like?
There's like maybe a couple a month, if that.
Wait, so what does that mean? They're a couple of months. It's only 3 miles.
They're a couple a month. It's an event. Like, people have to set it up.
Yeah.
Get fundraisers for it and everything like that. It's not just something like it's not like a daily
like
thing.
You see
it's
something
not like
in
a
the
mock
newspaper?
draft where you can just hop in whenever you fucking feel like it. There's always one going on.
What? I feel like there was like a thing or something where you could see it, and then like I looked at it, and then like there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. I'm like, damn, I could just do one of these. Is that not real?
They are, but they're not just every fucking day.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, like you just, you get lucky or something.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Burton Burger Podcast, everybody. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the Family Element podcast to the world of... I can't fucking believe how stupid you are. What do you fucking mean you just get lucky? There's like
Sometimes
6 a summer, dude. What are you talking about? They're not like... You just don't just jump into one whenever you fucking feel like it. You have to sign up for it. You have to get approved for it, and then you have to go to it. Yeah, approved for it, you dumb fuck. You can't just sign up 3 fucking minutes beforehand. What? You have to make sure that it doesn't fill up. They do fill up very quickly some fucking times. There's like so many processes for it. You don't just show up at the treadmill, hit start, and run for fucking 3 miles. What are you fucking talking about?
What?
What did you think this was? How do you think these work?
Well, not like this. I thought it was more just a cool thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in this world, This is just kind of crazy, but
it's amazing. Like, you're admitting that you're not in this world and yet have like done nothing to fucking figure it out.
Well, yeah. I mean, that sounds like a lot of work.
It is. So is running 3.1 miles in a fucking
You could just do that any day.
No, you can't because it has to be at a 5K event.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, like, you can do the actual action any day.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, you were just acting like the 3 mile thing was like, you just can't do that any day. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I was behind. All right. Yeah, I missed the step. I was like the whole thing. I was just focusing on one part. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I know what you're saying, and I was responding to a different thing that you weren't saying. So now we're on the same page. Yeah, you can't do whatever you want. Yeah, so that's cool though. I guess so. I got to figure out like
what's cool. The fact that it's not as easy as you thought it was.
Yeah, I mean that kind of sucks, but
yeah, it does suck. I don't know why you said it's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to lie to myself again. I figured I can't lie to other people now, so now I got to lie to myself. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, there are definitely some that happen throughout the summer, but you were like, "Oh, I'll just come home on a fucking weekend and do it real quick and go back to work."
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping. I want to think about this as little as possible.
Yeah, you just have to come home on a weekend in which they do have one.
Yeah, that was more. I don't want to plan work around. I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to get, like, shit scheduled. But, if it was more like I know I got next week off and I look in the schedule and it's like, damn, they got one next week. Just sign up real quick. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, if it's, like, 3 months out or something.
That's
and
all you had to say.
This shit and tell my boss, like, sorry, you can't do that because I'm running a 5K. He's going to say, hey, Bert, I'm going to fuck your dad. I'm going to say, sorry, sir.
Why you're doing it.
Say, sorry, sir. I'll just remove my 5K privileges.
Well, you could have done it earlier, too, and had it done by now.
Yeah, I don't like thinking about it.
I think, honestly, I would have fucking gotten it done, like, right away. I would have ran it in the fucking snow or something.
Yeah, there's so many things. I'm thinking about how many things I have to do this year, and I'm, like, thinking I should just, like...
I would have just got probably the hardest, most miserable fucking thing out of the fucking way, just done and over with.
Yeah, like,
you have absolutely nothing else you have to fucking do. You travel from different states and work for a little bit and then come home. Like, you have the most fucking bachelor life of all time. Like, I gotta think of all the fucking things I gotta do this year.
Well, I could do it while I'm... Okay, well, I never know if I'm gonna be where I'm gonna be the next week.
Okay.
I book my hotels by the week. Okay.
What does
I
that
don't
have
know
to
where
do
I'm ever
with
going
how
to
much
be.
you have to do in the year?
How do I plan?
Plan what?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You don't plan anything. You don't have anything to do. You just said you have so much stuff you have to do during the year.
Uh-huh.
You don't have anything to do during this year besides a 5K.
Yeah, I do. I do a fucking bachelor party, too.
Yeah, you have like
wedding.
4 fucking things to do.
And the draft.
So
like
how do
5
you
more things than I
plan?
had to
Well,
do
you
last year.
know that it's going to be on August 16th. So how do you plan? You say, hey, I need to be off this amount of time. What are you talking about? What do you mean, how do you plan? You've done it for years now at this point.
Yeah, blocking time out to do something I don't really want to do sounds fucking gay. But I know I have to, so...
Well,
I guess
you
now that I
shouldn't
know
have
I have to do
fucking
this.
said it always makes sense and then fucking got dead last by a mile.
Yeah. All right, now that I'm fired up, I'm going to say it anyway. Hey, if doesn't do the fucking pancake thing, I'm going to fucking rape him, actually. Like, hold him down and put my dick in his mouth. Like, I swear to fucking God, if I have to run this 5K
Well,
and he doesn't get a
to
flapjack,
raping then.
I'm going to shoot him in the mouth.
Get to raping.
Like,
Wouldn't be the
I'm
first
gonna
time you've done that.
I'll actually do it. And I'll be fine sitting there in jail, because I'll know justice was served.
Well, on that note, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Burton Burger Podcast, everybody. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world, and remember, it's just comedy. That last thing Bert said wasn't comedy, but everything
was real,
else has been
I swear to
comedy, so
God.
chill. Everything else has been comedy, so please calm
Everything else
down.
around that, before and after that, was comedy.
Yeah, Bert let lust come out there.
Oh, this is hate. There's no enjoyment.
He is not a good man. I'm telling you that, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to
Nobody
scar
fucking
him.
believes me.
This is not for me. This is for him.
So, thank you for chilling. Thank you for vibing. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!
Goodbye.
Yeah, I got questions. Can I hook up my C-PAP machine?